Yo, what is going on, guys? Matthew B. Haynes here, aka the Clock Master. I'm here with my mother,
Mommy Master,
and we're here for The Flash, Season 4, Episode 20. Alright, guys, so last week we didn't post a reaction last week because we just found that it wasn't anything too much to react to last week. So instead of a reaction, we posted a review. So if you guys have not seen our review last week, make sure you guys check that out. Hopefully this episode this week is a lot better. It's a lot more fun and has more things for us to go off of and talk about. Anything else you want to say before we start the reaction?
No, I'm at no words.
Right now we're just like this with The Flash.
I just want to see what's going on. I'll see it through to the end, but let's see what's going on.
Yeah, those of you guys who've been following us the past couple of weeks, you guys have been following our reactions, know that we're kind of like this with The Flash right now. We're not really, this season is not particularly our favorite season so far, or at all right now, but we're just going to watch till the end and see how this story decides to conclude. And we'll go from there, man. So anyways, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Flash-related content. I'm all superhero news and everything like that, and it's the place to be, man. Anyways, enough of self-promotion. Let's get into reaction. We'll talk about it later as we normally do. Let's get into it now.
A Taoist in pursuit of immortality discovered gunpowder. Alfred Nobel created the Nobel Prize so he wouldn't be remembered as the man who invented dynamite. History has shown us time and time again that whenever...
What's the Enlightenment?
This is a new church.
A new church?
A new church. Everybody got church.
Oh. That a breakup box?
Speed left now. Good. Good.
Jeez.
They don't send it back?
Get that master spike in your adrenaline production that we need. Yes, Ramon is going to use his...
You can pick him up.
Please.
You should let us leave.
I can't do that.
You certainly can destroy moments.
Although, sometimes, technology can create them as well.
Remember the song?
He's gonna have to steal it from us.
Like it's a heart.
My guy's gonna, yeah, exactly.
Looks like we made it in time. Whatever's in this container, we can't let the boat happen.
Actually, it's what's in this container you can't let me have. Well, what was in this container?
Houseway.
Gratitude for the workout, brief as it was. Later.
And then Barry, you're gonna come back.
Me, hunter, me hunted, feast for my queen.
You don't believe these things you wrote in this journal, do you? This reads like some radical's manifesto, Clifford.
Hey, Harry.
DA Cecile.
That's a big red flag right there. Why'd she marry this guy?
Mental activity dampener.
Yes, Joe, yes. I have to do that. It's not a big deal.
It's tearing us apart.
Can you be Barry and use a scientific brain and sit down and think?
Cisco is family. And when family hurts, we all hurt. I get that. But sometimes you can't answer their questions for them. Sometimes you just have to support them while they find them on their own.
Why is this girl? She like a...
Oh.
Don't move.
Barry, knock him out and then cuff him.
happening now? Stop it! You're killing him!
What?
Cisco, look out! Barry, hit him again! Caitlin, what the hell are you doing?
Bringing her back.
Joe is creating a sonic pulse. You need to get out of there before.
Oh, I get it. You'd like me to frighten you into becoming your better half. Gladly. Equivalent of my boot busting your windpipe.
She said, leave her alone.
Clifford, this isn't part of our plan.
Cisco, wake up! Wake up!
Our plan is to save them.
We can't save everyone, my love.
Perhaps. But I won't watch you kill an innocent life again.
What? You done with she?
Yes, you will.
Please, Clifford. Remember who you are. Is this truly the lesson you wish to bestow today?
He is sick.
Get the case.
Cynthia. Hey, what happened? Come on. It's okay. Hey, what did he do to her? Hey, talk to me. Come on. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay.
Now tell me how they're supposed to get rid of him.
That's her agency, her collector agency. Oh, accelerated man. He's here, isn't he?
That's hard for them. How all two of them got each
My Cindy.
got same important jobs.
Said prepare
No!
the satellites.
Initially, we set out to enlighten the world. Now you want to rule it. I am leaving you, Clifford. Nothing can get in or out.
You dare orchestrate an exodus on the eve of humanity's greatest reckoning. You made a vow.
To my husband!
That's
But
how
my
mad
husband
one.
is dead. The Thinker's first victim.
The enlightenment will come for you too, Marlies. I will be all that remains.
Oh, Clifford. You are nothing without me.
Special delivery. Wow, super pregnant. Looks like you're due about 21 days from tonight, I'd say. If I were guessing.
Sweetheart, who is it?
Someone sent us a diaper bag.
It looks like it's a gift from someone who wanted you both to know how special you are. Someone who understands that time is precious and right now is all we've got. Relatively speaking.
Dad? Hey, look what we got. Oh. Who sent that, Wally?
Wally already sent us a bassinet, which apparently was owned by Moses.
Wow.
And was there no...
What was it?
some delivery girl.
Oh, they moved?
Hey, this is Eliza Taylor. Catch an all-new episode of The 100 coming up next on the CW. We really need internet.
She's a criminal. She kidnapped me.
Yeah, she ruined my bachelorette party.
We need your help.
Internet is new to those powers. No killing. Just time consuming to remove blood from metal.
The Flash, all next Tuesday at 8.
Her accents are different, right?
CW.
No.
Dawn Allen confirmed. That's definitely Barry's kid. That's definitely Barry's kid.
But I want to know
If it's Cecile's kid?
Cecile baby has something to do with their future. Why is she bringing a gift for Cecile and Joe? I don't know. Is that baby they getting Joe's granddaughter?
Well, he's
Or
Joe's granddaughter. It's Joe's daughter. It's Joe's kid. It's Joe's kid. He got her pregnant as his kid. How you gonna be his granddaughter? Mommy.
We're not turning like the thing. No, what I'm trying to say, I know it's Barry and Iris. So it's supposed to be Barry and Iris' daughter.
That's what we're thinking, but we don't know for sure. That's what we're thinking, but we don't know for sure.
But why did she deliver a gift and then disappear like she didn't want
No,
it?
but as soon as she saw Iris and Barry, she left. You saw that look she gave them when she saw Iris? Why she got this evil look in her face? We know for a fact that it's a speedster now. We already knew that. Well, we were speculating that that she was a speedster this whole time. But at the end we got a confirmation that she is a speedster because you saw that her lightning at the end was this pinkish whitish type of lightning. So the only thing I can either guess is that it's either Barry's daughter, Barry's granddaughter, or something to do with Thawne. I don't know, but that baby does come in the fold with things. I don't know who the baby could be.
Because it seemed like Cecile not losing her intelligence. Maybe everybody thought
Not her
temporary.
intelligence, her ability to read.
Yeah,
minds.
to read. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's why I say intelligent, because she wasn't like that
No,
before.
but remember they said the only reason she got it was because her pregnancy activated some sleeping dark matter cells that was in her body.
All I know, that baby got something to do with this person that just flashed, and why of all persons would she just gonna make a delivery?
No, remember she's been snooping in on everybody for a minute now. She's been snooping in on everybody.
So do you think Marlies is gonna turn around and help Flash team?
I think so.
God, he's ridiculously getting
She's the only one that, I mean, to be honest with you, at the end of the day, she's probably the only one that knows how to defeat him. And it probably might just come down to the fact that they need her.
Well, it's good that Harry and Cecile was able to figure out
what they were doing.
because he's trying to get so intelligent that he could take everybody intelligent. You know
he's
what?
trying to rule the world.
For him to
he's trying to make trying to make everybody dumber so
and
that he can rule everything. What's the purpose in that? I don't know. It's like if you look at somebody like, if you look at a villain. Well, spoilers for Avengers: Infinity War. If you have not seen the movie yet, it's a spoiler.
No spoiler.
No, but it's a spoiler. Like I want to use this comparison. You look at somebody like Thanos, who spoilers, man. Just skip ahead a little bit if you don't want any spoilers. But you look at somebody like Thanos, whose motivation is to destroy half of population so that the rest of the world can thrive, so that the rest of the universe can grow bigger and thrive, right? Whereas you look at the Thinker, who only wants to rule the world. He doesn't necessarily care about the human race. He wants to dumb everybody down so that he can be on top and be this one world dictatorship type of thing where he gets to be lord of everyone in the entire planet. Which what's the point in that? What's the point in being ruler of everything? What's the point of that? You know what I'm saying? So if you look at those two causes, there's two different types of motivations. One that seems to sort of make sense, and another one that doesn't really make sense at all. So like the thinker, I don't know what's the sense in him doing that.
No, because he passed break point already.
Yeah,
he was
but
going for one thing, and now he switched upon on his wife and everybody. That's what she said. My husband is dead, and she's correct.
Yeah.
He's dead because I'm quite sure he might have stuck to his plan with really enlightening the people. Which I mean, that's enlightening thing. Sound like a little cultic church, right?
It sound like Bray Wyatt in WWE. He tried to bring the enlightenment.
We shall become one.
We shall become one.
Just follow the light.
Follow the light.
I don't know, but I mean, at the last 5 minutes of Flash was beginning to become interesting.
I'm done with Barry though. I'm honestly done with Barry. I'm done with Barry. I'm
that-
tired of this, man.
Well, it's not Barry, it's the writers who's writing.
Well, yeah,
for
I'm
him.
tired of them.
They're not writing or sticking to the script. They're making
They're not
him
being
so...
They're not being consistent. It's like 1 minute he seems to be so fast, and another minute he's not.
I'm not talking about the fast. The earliest he was always thinking and working on formulas and doing things ahead of, but now it's like something disastrous gonna happen before he thinks and say, oh yes.
No, I agree with you on that too. I mean, I'm just saying like they're inconsistent with a lot of plot points, and they're inconsistent with.
I blame the writers, not the actors. They're not sticking.
I'm not blaming them for doing their job. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing their job.
They just gotta do what they tell them to.
They just gotta read the
think.
script.
I don't like the writing of what they're doing this season. They're going off and they're not sticking to what we know Flash to be. At
Barry
this
just
point
seems-
in this time, Barry should have been able to figure out. Look, he already know that DeVoe have all the metas.
There's 3 more episodes left.
No, here's what I'm saying. Barry is smart enough. He's a CSI man, okay? And he should know by now that DeVoe have all of the metas capabilities in his body. Look back, put them on the board. Look back at what each one is capable of. And you're going to tell me that at some point in time, he encountered all of those metas on his own, Barry. And if he defeated them one way or the other, the only person he didn't really had a chance to fight was the Elastic Man. Me name again? Since he gonna forget his name.
Ralph?
Ralph. He didn't really fight Ralph. Right? But everybody, he know what Ralph is capable of. He know what the Calamity Girl capable of making all things falling down and all of that. He knows the technology, man. He know the one that is shrink buildings. Come on, sit down and think. He have all of these powers. How did I defeat them? How did we come to do this? And put that to work and you'll be able to defeat him now. Come on, man. He take all of these people's powers, and with his intelligence, he is able to figure out how to use all of their powers. So that's all I'm saying. Sit down and think, plan. He encountered every one of them. So
I'm just done with. I'm honestly done, like I said, with the inconsistency. Like I'm so tired of even complaining about it at this point. I'm
not complaining.
I'm saying me personally, I am not.
Yeah,
I'm tired of complaining.
It doesn't make sense to complain or to rant.
Yeah,
or
I know
anything.
it doesn't
I'm
make sense
just
anymore
saying is
because
that
it's just.
For intelligent people who write in a show, they need to step up, or they need to find somebody. They need to get a thinker.
But my thing is, no, they don't need to get one of those.
I mean somebody who can think about
a thinker.
the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but mom, what I'm trying to say is like, because every episode they have different directors and stuff. So my thing is, what I never understood about some shows is that why they could never have the same director for every episode. I never understood why, because even there's a lot of shows that do that. Game of Thrones does this, Westworld does this, where every episode has a different director, and I don't know why they do that. I feel as if they have every episode has either the same, like they have the same director do a couple of episodes, but every now and again they have another director. What I never understand is why can't each season have a same director Either let's say, okay, season 4 we have this lady or man directing, or season 3 we have this lady or man directing. If you have the same director, right, regardless of what the network wants, if you and this is just basic principle of filmmaking in general, the director is the one who calls all the creative shots. If there's an error in the writing, like if his writing team has an issue, then he can be like, nah, I don't really want that, change that up and do something else. Or if the set design looks weird, nah, I don't like that. We have maybe $10,000 extra in our budget. Spend some more money fixing this and making that look better. I don't like how that looks. Or if the costume looking weird, nah, I don't like that. All those shots are controlled by the director, and then the network has to oversee everything to approve all the decisions that the director is making, right? So my thing is, if you have one steady director who has the same vision, who has an outline for the season, I'm not even talking about the producers now, because it just seems to me that the producers are just letting the directors do whatever they want anyway. So what's the point of even mentioning the producers? If you have a director for one season, Mom, and he or she is in charge of one entire season, then he will have a plan as to how it will start, how it will end, and how he or she want to direct every episode and how they want to think, so things can be consistent and things can make sense and things could all flow together. When you're having different directors, and this is just the truth, no matter how much you try to say, oh yeah, I have different directors, we're on the same page. Look at Justice League for an example. You had Zack Snyder directing it and he got fired. They brought Joss Whedon in, and you can tell shots that were done by Zack and shots that were done by Josh. The movie was not really cohesive because you had two directors doing their own vision. You notice every director, no matter if you have you can have an outline by let's say the network creates an outline. We say, okay, we want the show to do this, right? Every director is going to have their own personality and their individual approach to different things, right? They're going to have their own way how they do something, right? You have a different way how you teach music. Daddy has a different way how he teaches music.
Take like Big Fat Liar.
Like what?
Big Fat Liar, when the guy was telling him direct, he said, I think you should get 5 camera angles.
Yes, and then he said
no, he don't want 5. And that's how we called him in the end, and he said, I told you, 5 camera angles.
But the thing is, though, you saw how that's a good example. You see how he's a director, and that camera guy, the cinematographer, is like, no, let's get 5 camera angles. He's like, no, he's calling the shots, right? Mm-hmm. That's the key point. The director is the one that is creating the story from start to finish. Even if he's working with a team, at the end of the day, he has to say, I want the story to go here. I want this to look this way. I want that to look that way. Look at Patty Jenkins as my last example, because I think you get my point. Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder Woman, okay? She worked with the composer. She works with everybody. She worked with the set designer, costume designer, cinematographer, the photographers, everybody, the actors, the directors, the ones that pick the actors, the ones that go over the lines and the script. That's all done by the director. They have a very serious job. So everything from start to finish of the product is done by the director. So my thing is, my solution for this is, and I don't know why, if there's a legitimate reason and somebody knows, explain to me, but my solution to this is, if you want the story to be consistent and you want it to be cohesive, you want it to work and you want it to make sense, have one director for every single episode. Let he or she create the plan from start to finish, have it scheduled out, have it written and outlined properly, so that everything goes in the direction that one direction. When we have different people inputting different opinions, you know what? Some episodes feel dark and some episodes feel happy, and some episodes do this, and some episodes push this agenda, and this episode push that agenda. It's because you have different directors getting their own thing.
Well, let's see what happens.
So anyways, y'all get my point,
The last 5 minutes of the show was, that part was my part, and because it have me thinking, so I have 3 sections I can pick out. The one with Cecile catching Harry's thoughts before it disappears, that was cool. And the next part was Marlies waking up and realize that she may not be smarter than think, but he cannot survive without some of the qualities that she has, and she was able to barricade herself.
And on that note too, before what I remember is like, you know how most abusers and most manipulators do this? Most manipulators, they would make you feel that if they don't need you, but they really need you for something, but they're trying to make you feel like you're less than them. And they really need you. They really need what you have. That's exactly what's going on here.
Yeah, and I like that part because she had enough.
Yeah.
That's like being in an abusive relationship when some women have had enough.
It is, though. She is in an abusive relationship.
Right? You just... because I'm looking back at the scenes that they were showing you, and he was telling her and insulting her from day one.
From day one.
And I don't know, the phone ring it dropped. Don't he just take the phone out of her? There's a sign of... He didn't take it out in a loving way to say, okay, sweetheart, let's forget that.
He was controlling.
Continue. He was controlling from the beginning.
Red flags since the beginning.
Even when she made the joke and said, man, I won't want to be in your history class, he is like, well, you learn a few things, and he is very insultive and condescending from since the beginning, and cocky. So I don't know, is wishy seeing him, but
it's weird because remember at the beginning of the season we saw some other flashbacks that made it look as if they were actually a really good couple, right? Remember? And now we're seeing before they even were married, because I think when he got on this in the wheelchairs when he started to humble himself a little bit. But they were going good before the wheelchair. But
yeah, but she's right. Her husband is dead. This is something else. This is somebody with his pretend face, right? With all of these different mind and powers inside. So that is not her husband. And
the mind is her husband. It's still the husband.
Well, I think he gone over the deep end already. So.
Yeah.
She's right. The face is the same, but it's not the same man she fell in love with. And I don't know how she fell in love with him in the first place. And I'm not even talking about his looks or anything. To me, looks didn't have anything to do with it.
Has nothing to do with the looks. It's his attitude.
It's his attitude and his heart and the way how he was talking to her. He didn't talk to her with respect. And then he, like these abusers, when they realize the person, like, I can't live without you, I need you, my life is nothing without you.
You see how he's freaking out in the apartment?
Yeah, and then you want her to come back, and then when they come back, it's like they get back, they're subject now to carry out their dirty work for them. He's breaking into the labs and he's saying her, wear your white coat, don't do this.
Pick it up.
You're not my wife, pick that up. Do this. We don't have time for this now. He in this stupid enlightenment. That's what I tell you. It sounds like if he was starting something.
That's not a relationship. A relationship entails that two people are literally one with each other.
Yeah, but you cannot love somebody
and that is not a relationship. No, it's not.
So no, I'm glad that I saw the flashbacks because it's like he was really condescending in the beginning, and he has this attitude even when Flash was going to see him in the wheelchair, even when he was so-called alive in the wheelchair, how you talk to Flash and get on, like nobody's greater than him.
He's the best.
And this, look, he's gonna fall. And he's gonna fall hard, and I believe Marlies and the same girl have something. I hope that girl ain't coming in the form of Thorn, but it doesn't make any sense to me. But that part, so as I said, my highlight parts were Cecile.
I'm kind of upset about Gypsy and Cisco, but I feel like she's coming off the show, so they have to write her off.
Well, I don't know how a relationship like that is gonna work. It's like you living in another country, you love your job, and the next one is in another country and they love their job, and how are you gonna leave one for the other?
To be honest with you, if I had the ability to vibe and I fell in love with a girl on other Earth and I could see her in less than 2 seconds if I want to, I don't see an issue with that. But you hear what
he said, every time they do that or they come together, something major happening, and instead of them spending time together, they gotta go and deal with the issue at hand.
Well, you see, and they were trying to make it to look as if the issue was the fact that they were living on different Earths, but the issue was just that their jobs didn't work. Even if they lived on the same Earth and they had two conflicting jobs, like with the schedule, that wouldn't work either way, because you would live on the same Earth, have two different jobs, two different responsibilities and needs and requirements, and you would be in the same position in either way. So it has to do with the work.
That he did not take the Breacher job because both of them would have been working at the same place.
Well, no, they would work in the same place. I'm saying even if you lived on the same Earth and you had different jobs, right, that were conflicting schedules, you would still have that issue. You know,
Yeah,
so
because
that has nothing to do with the earth.
policeman is married to a nurse, or he's married to a school
Yeah,
teacher.
how is that gonna work?
What is policeman married to a nurse, and he gonna work Monday to Friday the night, Monday to Wednesday night shift, and she work
in the morning shift.
Yeah, and he coming in the morning, and she's going out to work. So the only time they could hook up is just like 1 hour or 2 hours just before he goes to the night shift.
Exactly.
Or maybe they take weekends off or something.
Exactly.
But my whole thing is, as I said, the last 5 minutes, it began to make my eyes open up a bit. I want to see where it is going.
Yeah. Episode wasn't too bad this week. It
wasn't too bad.
It was still a little, but better than last week.
I just want them to write Flash as the hero as Flash is.
Yeah,
they are demeaning his abilities and his skills.
They're disrespecting Barry Allen right now. They're disrespecting the Flash right now. They're really disrespecting the Flash right now.
At first I was getting down on Barry and this and that, but when I see him tonight, I'm like, he is more than this. Why he talking and getting on like... I don't like it. So somebody need to get to the writers, man.
They're disrespecting Barry Allen. Man.
They need to.
You see this man right there, Barry Allen right there. This is the Flash. They're disrespecting this man right here.
And the storyline that goes with it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I think that's it for this video because the battery's about to die. So
yeah.
Anything else you wanted to say before?
I want to see. I want to see what's gonna go on. See if Marlies is gonna join Team Flash to beat her own husband. And what's the story with this girl with this bassinet? I want to know what coming to give back.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. What got to do with Joe and Cecile's baby?
I want to know.
So that's one. Maybe she's answers for the cousin to born. That must be like Jesus. John feeling Jesus in Mary belly and John jump because you know.
But she's from the future. She's from the future. She knows what's happening, and they give a timetable. Baby's gonna be born in 21 days. So.
And she let that slip.
Anyways.
So let's see what's going on.
Anyways,
at least I saw effects like last week.
Yeah, last week was a little bit worse.
You know why effects? Because Marley's gone. She had enough.
Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, man. I hope you enjoyed it. We will see you guys in the next one, man. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out links in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next one, man. Let us know your thoughts on the Flash this week. We'll see you next time. Clockmaster and
Mommy Master
out.